Just a reminder that both parties are not the same, and that Trump's EPA literally says that the worth of human life is zero, right? And before Trump, it was $11.7 million. Some people will consider that a little too low, but it's better than nothing, right? And so I need people to recognize, and I need people to remember that both parties are not the same, right? Trump and the Republicans literally says that your life is worth zero, okay? I need people to remember that. When it comes to dealing with whoever comes next, you need to get rid of them. And if we've seen anything from places like Hungary, it does not matter. Just because you have an authoritarian leader, right? The first initial step to fixing any issue is to vote out the issue, right? Or to vote out the problem. Consider Donald Trump and Viktor Orban the same kind of person. You need to vote them out, and you need to vote them out in such numbers that you have a super majority to do what you want to make sure that that problem can never rear its ugly head again. And if we're not thinking that way, you're thinking stupid. Like, I honestly think that. Like, there's all of this, like, I'd say argument about who should be the leader of this particular party. My thing is, everyone needs to first vote these Republicans out. The fight about the face of the party should only really happen when you have the power. Like, people need to vote, right? They need to vote out these particular issues. If you don't do that, you're just fighting about who's in second place, and that's stupid to me. Because if we want to enact any kind of progressive future in this country, you need to not only control the House of Representatives, you need to control the Senate, you need to control the presidency for at least 10 to 20 years. There's no way around it. Considering the ages of some of these conservative judges, considering the numbers that you need to impeach Supreme Court justices, considering the amount that you need to pass comprehensive progressive legislation, we need a overwhelming supermajority. And that means people are just arguing about stupid stuff by saying we can't do this because they're advocating for this. You need to vote in the individuals who are on the Democratic Party. I don't know why we still have these like dumb arguments because they don't fit my one issue that I want to care about. We are going to not let them in. You need a supermajority. You can't get that if you're fighting about the scraps of who deserves to be here or there. We need to spread all around and just take over everything. There's no other way around it. So remember again, right? Both parties are not the same. Trump's EPA literally says your life is worth zero, right? And that if you want to change that and you want to make sure that this idea is not possible for generations, we need to vote in Democrats. That's all I'm going to say. Hopefully someone calls me a shill and that you explain how somehow that's wrong, because then I'm going to show you how stupid you are, right? Because if you look at any time in U.S. history, whether you want to recognize it or not, all of our progressive ideals, and they were flawed, required literal supermajorities in the House and the Senate, and they required the presidency. If you don't have all three and you don't have a supermajority number for 10 years, right, you're not getting anything done. And so these arguments about how we need to tear down some of these individuals is crazy. So that's just my thing for today.